Good morning, reefing peoples. I think I've said before that I live way out in the middle of nowhere, and there aren't a lot of people out here in this crazy hobby. But there are a few, and one of them, a kid called me. Well, he's not a kid, he's in his 20s. He called me the other night. I know his father, and was asking me about pH, and he said he's on a forum, and people were talking about that the difference between 8 and 7.5 is a really large pH to swing. And he said, well, it doesn't look that big to me. So he did his calculation by saying smaller number over the larger number equals 0.94. 1 minus 0.94 times 100 is 6%. So he said, it's only a 6% difference. What's the big deal? I said, well, it is a big deal because this is a log scale. And he said, what's that? And I tried to explain it over the phone, and it didn't go well. So I wrote it down, and I scanned it into the computer and sent him a email with it attached as a, whatever those things are, the picture files. So he called back and said that was wicked. It helped me understand it. So I said, hey, why don't I just show this and see if it helps somebody else? If it helps one person, then it's worth my 5 minutes. So the pH is defined as minus the log of the hydrogen ion concentration. So we want to calculate our hydrogen ion concentration. So we plug in our first pH that he had, pH 8 equals log of the hydrogen ion concentration. Now, what you want to do here is get this negative on the other side. And remember, in an equation, you can do anything you want as long as you do it to both sides. So I multiply both sides by a -1, and I get negative 8.0 equals the log of the hydrogen ion concentration, because a negative times a negative is a positive. Now I can solve for hydrogen ion concentration. So to do that, I multiply both sides by the power of 10. That's what this log means. This is a log 10. Multiply both sides by the power of 10, and I get 1 times 10 to the minus 8 equals the hydrogen ion concentration. Now, I've written this out here in longhand. So you got 7 zeros and an 8. It's a very, very small number. I do the same thing to his other pH, which is 7.5. I get 6 zeros and 75. Now I take the difference. So now 1 times 10 to the minus 8 is a smaller number. So you divide that by 10 to the minus the 7.5 and you get 11%. So it is almost twice the amount calculated by not considering these are log numbers. So it is a big deal. Anyway, hope it helps someone. I'll see you later.